Hi children, today we are going to learn Class 3 English, Lesson 3, The Worm by Ralph Bergengren. Now let me say about the poet. Ralph Bergengren was born in the year 1871. He was an essayist, writer, comedian and also wrote many charming poems for the children. He died in the year 1947. Now we are going to study one of his poems, The Worm. Now let me give an introduction to the poem. Many animals live around us, isn't it? In this poem, the poet says about an earthworm. Have you seen earthworm? Earthworms are small animals not having legs and arms. They live in soil. We can study about the worm. Now we can see the poem, The Worm. Many small animals live around us. Earthworms are small animals. The poet says that earthworms are small animals without arms or legs. They live in soil. We can find them under rocks or wet leaves. We also find them when we dig up the soil. Under the leaves or in the gardens, we can see them. When we sow seeds, plant saplings or put manure in the soil, we can see them. Now let me recite the poem, The Worm. When the earth is turned in spring, the worms are fat as anything. The birds come flying all around to eat the worms right off the ground. They like the worms just as much as I like bread and milk and apple pie. And once when I was very young, I put a worm right on my tongue. I didn't like the taste a bit, and so I didn't swallow it. But oh, it makes my mother squirm because she thinks I ate that worm. Let me recite it once again. When the earth is turned in spring, the worms are fat as anything, and birds come flying all around to eat the worms right off the ground. They like the worms just as much as I like bread and milk and apple pie. And once, when I was very young, I put a worm right on my tongue. I didn't like the taste a bit, and so I didn't swallow it. But oh, it makes my mother squirm because she thinks I ate the worm. Now we can go to the meaning of this poem. When the earth is turned in spring, the poet says that when the earth is turned means when he dug up, or dug means the past, dug means the past tense of dig, or making a hole in the soil. In spring season, we know what is spring season? When the trees are bloomed, trees and flowers are bloomed, blooming time, spring season. The worms are fat as anything. You can see the worms are very fat in the spring season. And the birds come flying all around. The birds are coming all around. For what they are coming? To eat the worms right off the ground. They wanted the worms. The birds are coming all around or flying all around to eat the worms right off the ground. Immediately from the ground, they want to pick up the worms. They like the worms just as much as I like bread and milk and apple pie. The worms are eaten by the birds. The birds like the worms very much. As I like, the poet says he likes bread and milk very much and also apple pie. The food made from apple, that is known as apple pie. And once when I was very young, he says about his childhood when he was too small, when he was a child. He put a worm right on my tongue. That means he says that he took a worm. You can see in the picture how he is taking a worm and putting into his mouth. And once when I was very young, I put a worm right on my tongue, directly to his tongue. I didn't like the taste a bit. He says he didn't like the taste of the worm. And so I didn't swallow it. What is the meaning of swallow? To eat, but not chewing. He didn't eat it because he didn't like the taste of the worm. And so I didn't swallow it. But oh, it makes my mother squirm. She was very afraid. That means when she was worried while seeing the child is putting a worm into the mouth, because she thinks I ate that worm. So mother is thinking that I ate that worm. So she was squirm. Squirm means she was in a worried situation. That means she was really worried because the child ate the worm. She thinks that I ate the worm. The poet says that he ate the worm. His mother thinks that he ate the worm. Now we can learn new words and their meanings. Earth is turned. Soil is dug up to make a hole in the soil. Earth is turned means soil is dug up. Swallow. Swallow means to eat but not chew. Swallow means to eat without chewing the food. Swallow, to eat but not chew. Now we can learn present tense and past tense. Present tense, see. Past tense is so. See, so. Fly, flew. Fly, flew. Eat, ate. Eat, ate. Put, put. Put, put. Think, thought. Think, thought. Find, found. Find, found. Dig, dug. Dig, dug. Now we can study the rhyming words. Rhyming words are words that have same ending sound. Rhyming words are words that have same ending sound. For example, spring, anything. Here you can see it is ending in the same sound. Spring, anything. Sound, ground. Sound, ground. Hope you understood the poem. Read the poem and memorize it and do the works in your textbook. See you in next class.